Hello and welcome to Duckwells, an online treasure trove of antique and vintage gems. You can find the link in the description box below. My name is Laura, and I'm excited to share a peek into what's fresh and exciting in the shop. First up, we have 4 decorative plates from L.L. Bean sold in the 1950s. These decorative plates were created by Delano Studios out of New York. Delano, who was related to Franklin Delano Roosevelt, created lovely ceramics, a lot of souvenirs, and a lot of decorative hand-painted works out of their studios in New York. These plates are beautiful with graphics of a deer, a trout, wood ducks, and a salmon. And they are beautifully fluted ceramic plates in wonderful condition, would look great in your rustic home, your cottage, your cabin, and it's truly really lovely mid-century works of art. In addition to decorative plates, Duckwells has a large inventory of state and city souvenir plates. These plates can range anywhere from the early 1900s all the way through to the 1970s. The highly decorative plates are great memorabilia pieces that often include locations, items, spots that are no longer in existence, so they have great historical significance. I do try to pick up as many of these plates as I can find, as I really enjoy them. I think they make wonderful gifts or beautiful collectibles in a china cabinet or on a wall. A really nice, thoughtful item that you can see here that there's a heavy emphasis on New England since I live here, but I do try to find as many different varied state plates as possible to keep a wide selection going. These high quality plates are always sold without chips or cracks unless otherwise noted, but I do try to keep the condition really high. In addition to state and city plates, you'll often find schools, colleges, universities, etc., well represented in the shop. I do think that these commemorative plates, which were often from the 1930s on, usually highlighting an anniversary of some sort of the school, these are highly sought after and just make wonderful memorabilia pieces. In addition to souvenir plates, at Duckwells you'll also find souvenirs that are on pin cushions, trinket boxes, ceramics, various pieces, lots of figurines. This particular piece is made of moshleen ware that was created in the late 1800s in Scotland. They had a unique way of finishing wood to make these nice old graphic boxes or sewing notions. These collectibles have graphics of often defunct buildings that make for just a really unique historical piece. There's quite a selection right now at Duckwells. In addition to moshleen ware, you'll also find 1950s, 60s gift shop items such as these great Cape Cod salt and pepper shakers. So it's really worth a trip to the store, online of course, to see what's available from your region. Speaking of mid-century, this is a fantastic red dial rotary telephone from the mid-century, and it has every attribute you'd want, including a nice condition, nice coloring, and right now I have about 3 of these phones in various colors, but the red is always a favorite. Enjoy the sounds. I have several interesting antique items in the shop that I'd like to highlight, including this antique black and white transferware plate that was made by Podmore Walker, which later became the Wedgwood Company. This lovely plate is marked P&W and is circa 1834 to 1856. Nice and old, in very good antique condition, and would absolutely look fantastic in a cabinet. I think these pieces are rare and they're quite lovely. In addition to some of my older wedgeware pieces, there's a really nice, interesting brush cleaner of Asian origin that is made of a stoneware, translucent stoneware. When I held it up to the light, I could see it through in a very transparent way. It was a really interesting piece and well worth taking a look. As is the norm, there are plenty of antique and vintage books available at Duckwells. Currently, this rare antique French book, The Imitation of Christ, a Christian devotional pocketbook, is available. This book was published in Limoges, France, well known for their beautiful missals. There are 432 decorated pages. This edition is so lovely, with beautiful leather covers and a gilded spine, grosgrain interior trimmed covers, along with silk linings. This book includes beautiful illustrations. The book dates to 1900, and we purchased this at a Paris antique bookstore. Next, we have a nice history book of Harvard Yard. This is a classic book for information regarding the buildings and the history of Harvard University. This classic book, Gulliver's Travels by Jonathan Swift, you can see it's a lovely edition dated 1906. This is a beautiful book. In addition to some of the books I just mentioned, we also have added a few children's books, including 2 Cub Scout books from the 1950s that I thought were really great. Lovely graphics, fun information inside. Also included is this unique Quincy Yacht Club 100th anniversary booklet. I just love the pictures from the 1970s. And last but not least, a new cookbook from Liam Perrins, once again from the 1950s. This book is entitled Dishes Men Like. Switching gears, there's quite a few new to the shop vintage fragrances that have been added, including this beautiful bottle of Chanel Allure, a lovely fragrance by them that I believe is discontinued. Also, there are 2 spray bottles available of opium. I believe this one is the Eau de Parfum, and it is a spray bottle. And as you can see, it's about half full. This here is another spray from Opium, Yves Saint Laurent's classic fragrance. And this is a lovely vintage bottle. And it is just about full, as you can see here from the photographs. In addition, we have a lovely trio of Elizabeth Arden's Red Door fragrance. One bottle is the Eau de Parfum, and I believe the other 2 are the Eau de... I'm not really sure if they are the Cologne or Eau de Toile, but they are 3 vintage bottles and 3 vintage fragrances. Just beautiful. Also, I have Yves Saint Laurent's a rare bottle of the Eau de Toile Y. This bottle is unique that there are not many available in this particular bottle. It's very specific. And then last but not least, they put in a nice collection of men's colognes that are all discontinued and bring back lots of memories and lots of great Father's Day gifts. I also have this beautiful Bulldog perfume bottle from about the 1930s. He's quite the handsome gent holding his umbrella and has a great screw-on cap. In addition, we also have added to the shop a unique Halston. It feels like a hat box, but it's for wigs, and the wig is included, a nice shaggy wig. Love the red box, so classic Halston. I've also added this 1990s Timmy Woods collectible handbag, and I just love the graphic of the bowling. I just think it's super cool. I've added this necklace, which was made right here in Massachusetts, and I have the original tag for it, and I just think it's such a pretty piece and has a great New England history. I'm quite partial to this really cute baby rattle. This baby doll rattle would have been probably the 1920s, 1930s, and is wearing the sweetest clown costume, and as you can see is in remarkable condition. Really would make a sweet, sweet child's gift. Right now we're looking at a 1950s, maybe 1960s state office stapler. I do love staplers and try to include some unique ones whenever I get them. I have quite the large stapler collection myself. It's an issue. Here we have a pair of lion figurines made out of a very hard celluloid material. These were marked made in Japan. And you can see these figurines have a ferocious look and just a really cool mid-century vibe to them. Also, as far as figurines go, we have a lovely souvenir ballerina that has a beautiful lacy porcelain dress on, and I just think she's quite lovely and was made in occupied Japan, so that dates it to post World War II. Last but not least, I've added some new holiday items to the shop. I know we've just passed Christmas, but I do add Christmas items all throughout the year. There are so many collectors out there that I just think that it's silly to just hold on to these things. This way it's available to the public at any time you feel like adding to your holiday decor. This particular piece I actually made in the 1970s, so I'm first owner. It was made as a kit. You would buy these metal frames and melt these beads in the oven and stink up the whole kitchen, and I was hooked. So they were called sun catchers, and this beautiful nativity scene is one of the sets that I made, and it just is so stunning. It looks great with a candle behind it. It just has such a nice flicker. I also will include a little clear stand for it, and I just think it's really charming, and I just need to unload some of my more beautiful older pieces. So hopefully someone will enjoy this for decades to come as I have. Also, I've added to the store a certified copyrighted Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Rudolph was introduced to the country in 1939, and this particular celluloid deer is from the early 40s. You can really see it in the features of Rudolph, much different than what we came to know in the 1960s, and a really charming addition to the Christmas collectibles. Last but not least, we have this beautiful ceramic planter from the mid-century. The planter features an angel who has just been shopping for holiday gifts. Look at that face. She's hand-painted with beautiful spaghetti ceramic detail, imported by Napco, the famous Japanese importer of the mid-century. This is a stunning piece. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Please check out Duckwells.com for more vintage and antique treasures. Thanks again.